Okay, sometimes my luck is with me, like hardcore. We're doing Hot Rod Power Tour right now. It's day 4, driving the mission again, and this guy is in his driveway, and this is behind him. It's a 70 Dodge Challenger. It's a small block car. He just rescued it. Farm fresh. How crazy is that? And I'm like, okay, I have to stop now. I mean, this is what I do. It needs work, but it's not that automatic on the floor. And I'm like, okay, cool. 70 Challenger. Oh, wow, that's awesome. And then he's like, oh, yeah, and then there's all these parts that he bought. We have everything from seats, door panels, kick panel, or rear interior trim, 71 RT tail lights, surrounds with the original reflectors, console. That's a 70 only console because of the seat belt. He's got interior and trim. And you're like, okay. Oh, there's also a Barracuda inside. He's like, yeah, sure, you can come look around. And there's some like 72, 74 Rally Challenger fenders and a 6-pack intake, big block. And then, oh yeah, there's another 6-pack intake. Heads, and then the Barracuda is a 426 Hemi. That's what you're surprised. Definitely a cool car. It's got 67, I think it's a 67 Barracuda. It's got no marker lights. Last inspected in 97. That's cool. Bucket seat, automatic on the column. And then there's Duster shark tooth grill. Lots of cool stuff. And then we're going to go back. Oh, there's also a Dart back here. Dart Sport. And another Hemi. Oh, that's cool. Then we're going to go in the backyard and see what else is there. And here in the backyard is a 71 Dodge Charger. Don't know anything else about it. And then a 1970 Dart Swinger 340. And this was just driving down the road. Ooh, it's got a tough wheel, rally gauge cluster, automatic on the column. He asked me not to touch anything, so I'm just gonna leave that alone. Only 2 lug nuts holding the back wheel on. But yeah, pretty nice. Oh, and there's a old Dodge. And there's more stuff out back. That I don't think is his property. That is someone else's. But that old panel wagon, that is cool. It was really funny. As I was doing the Hot Rod Power Tour route, I was following that Dodge Ram because it had the 1991 through 93 rear tail panel piece that is so coveted. And I was like, ooh, that's pretty. And they just happened to be going to the exact same place. That yard full of all the rare e-body parts was quite incredible. To stumble upon this on the Hot Rod Power Tour was beyond my wildest dreams. I mean, I have found cool stuff on the Power Tour in the past. That's the point of Power Tour, is to get off the beaten path and get into the weeds and see cool stuff while traveling with your friends. But the fact that I came across a Mopar guy legitimately just sitting on the side of the road with a barn fresh Challenger and some cars in his backyard and everything, that really cemented how cool this trip was. It was a very wide spectrum of cool. The route wasn't the greatest, but the fact that there was so much weird stuff to see on the entire tour and the people I was involved with, it made everything just that much better. I'm glad I was able to go and see all this cool stuff. After I got back from the Hot Rod Power Tour, I got a few days to recover and get some work done. But I quickly went out to Michigan to the Gilmore Car Museum for the RPM show presented by McCacken. And It was 95 degrees, but there was a beautiful, cool breeze coming across the farm fields that are around the Gilmore. So, as long as you weren't in the sun too long, it was really nice. And we had a pretty decent turnout. There was a lot of very neat cars and trucks that were there, but all in all, we had a really nice time. And then I ran home real quick because the next day, the Chicagoland Mopar Connection had the muscle car or the Mopar show at Fox Lake, which I participated in, and got a whole bunch of cool pictures, hung out with some good friends. This one was hotter than Saturday. It was probably 95 degrees, but the humidity was way up and the breeze wasn't as good. So definitely was down on attendance, but still the people there were awesome. The cars were great, of course. And then we went and hung out at a Mexican restaurant on the lake and enjoyed the rest of our day. This week I'm heading to Rockford for the probably final clean out of the building out there. I know Boris and his crew are already there and they're starting to organize and clean up, and all these parts are going to be heading out to Cleveland, where I think they're going to do final sort and start selling stuff off. A lot of Tri-5 stuff and that. I'm going to see if I can find any Mopar stuff in there. Otherwise, I'll document what's going on and follow up next week's video. Other than that, I didn't want to shoot a video in my 100-degree garage and with 80-90% humidity. So don't forget, new videos every Monday, and I'll talk to you guys all soon.